Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another kind of trailer review, going to be giving my thoughts on a brand new promo, and then going through a few of your guys' questions, you know, the daily thing, ready to lock it in for today. This one's a new promo, over 30 seconds, like a trailer, for The Walking Dead's return in February, episode 9 of season 6, No Way Out. Alright, so I'll put the link in the description for you guys. It's currently posted in another channel, which I haven't seen before, so it may or may not get taken down by AMC. But at least for now, the trailer is up, and it is live. It's a pretty cool trailer. Pretty decent. It's like episode 9, promo, kind of. Not really a trailer for the whole second season. Looks like everything in it looks like it'll be taking place just in episode 9. So February 14th is the day. We've got a few days to go and about 6 weeks until it comes back. I just cannot wait to see it. Trailer starts off with a voiceover from Andrew Lincoln, of course, as Rick, and he says that he thought living behind the walls was possible, not just pie in the sky. He thought that they could do it and they'd be safe and everything would be cool. That he was wrong. He was clearly wrong. So, of course, we're getting to see all kinds of zombies coming in and all kinds of craziness going down. You've got some word over which says the new world comes with a price. So the price must be paid. But who's going to pay the price? That's the discussion topic for the second half of the season, but I can't wait to see who it's going to be. So we've got all kinds of zombies coming in. We got your property belongs to Negan guy, who is still unnamed, even in the comic book series. I've looked through it. He doesn't have a name. There's no name. He's no name, Mr. No Name. So we'll see if Abraham's going to be able to maybe take a look through the back of the truck or whatever and grab that RPG, load it up, and blow them to smithereens. That'd be so cool. So we'll see what happens with that, or if that's not where they're going with that, we'll have to see. But they did focus on the RPG, so it's got to be of some kind of importance for sure. We've got Glenn. He's shooting a zombie. We've got Maggie, who I think is calling out for him on the platform because she's freaked out, and it just makes sense. You know, it makes sense. And then we've got Rick just in the end, basically just smashing a few zombies with, it looks like his axe, I think, just smoking a few, and then it basically ends with #1 program on television. So it's pretty cool. I actually saw on the list undeadwalking.com, a great new site. I haven't heard of the site before, but it's got lots of cool info. You guys can check it out. I'll put a link to that in the description as well too. And they have a listing of the top pirated shows of 2015. I just thought it was funny. The Walking Dead being the second most pirated show of 2015, and #1, of course, as we know, is, can you guess? Do you know? Do you already know? You should know. Game of Thrones. That's right. Game of Thrones with 14.4 million downloads. Oh shit, man! I feel bad for HBO, bro. That is just that is brutal. So, guys, I'll say, if you want to download stuff, you want to watch it streaming online, that's cool as long as you buy it or you do something to support the show. Like you either buy it on DVD or Blu-ray, or you have the channel, like you subscribe to HBO or whatever you do. That's pretty rough. Walking Dead 6.9 million. Torrents, downloads. Well, it makes sense because Game of Thrones is on a subscribed network on HBO, so you have to pay to watch it. But that would make Game of Thrones. Now the problem is I don't know if that's like total or if that's like by episode, right? Because if that's total, I always try to figure out which is the bigger show, Walking Dead or Game of Thrones. Walking Dead trailer says it's the biggest show on television. But Game of Thrones is more than double pirated, but it's on a network you have to pay for. So that debate is kind of difficult. They're both huge, let's just put it that way, and it's hard to determine which is actually the biggest show, I would say, which is bigger. But in terms of like regular cable, Walking Dead's biggest drama series. And then #3 is The Big Bang Theory with 4.4 million downloads, which I guess makes sense because The Big Bang Theory is a show about geeks, a show about nerds like myself. And, I've watched a few episodes. It's not too bad. It's all right. There's a lot of geeky stuff in it. If you're not into comic books, you probably won't like it. If you're not into geeky stuff, you probably won't like it. It's weird because we live in like nerd culture nowadays. Like when I was growing up, stuff like that was not cool. If you like comic books, you were a geek. If you like Walking Dead, you were a nerd. No, that was how it went. If you use cell phones, if you use a smartphone, you were a geek. You were a nerd. Nowadays, it's like if you don't have the latest iPhone 6 or the latest smartphone, then you're not the guy. It's a total role reversal from when I went, man. That if you were into technology, you were a freaking loser. Now it's the opposite. So everything gets a return, man. Everything gets a return. Okay, so let's get into a few of your guys' questions. Check out the trailer for sure. It's fun. So speaking of high school, Joshua Taylor, you freaking jerk. I'm talking to you in the comments. He says, you remind me of my high school math teacher, Mr. Christinson. LOL, you look like his twin and you sound just like him. Not cool, Josh. Not cool. If there's one thing I would not want to be, it's your freaking high school math teacher, dude. That's like the worst job ever. I would rather clean sewage. Okay, I won't go that far. It's just not one of the jobs I would want to do. Teach a bunch of, rambunctious teenagers freaking trig and shit that they don't want to hear anything about and they'll never use in their life. At least most of them, unless they're into programming or they get into engineering or they get into... There's very few that are going to use that shit. All right, let me just put it that way. There's very few. Basic math and basic algebra is probably everybody's going to use. Other than that, use Excel, bro. You just use Excel. That's it. There you go. Let's skip all that. Just use Excel. That's all there is to it. But you need it to go on further. Anyway, next one's from Chunga, woonga, who asked some really funny questions. He's not really a troll. He's kind of halfway. He's halfway. He's cool. He's cool, but he's kind of halfway there, And he says, what actress would make a good alpha? Sigourney Weaver, maybe? Well, she would, but she's so freaking old, man. I don't think she'd be down for that. But she would be good. I do agree. I think if Fear the Walking Dead bombs its second season, it won't. Maddie is going to be played as Alpha. Well, that'd be cool. If it's going to bomb, I think that'd be perfect. And he says, I predict Fear the Walking Dead will fail if the production budget is axed like it was in the first season. I don't think it's going to fail either way just because people are so hungry for more Walking Dead that they're even cool with another series that has nothing to do with the original, really, that's just set in the same kind of world. I don't think it's going to fail, but your first part of your question, who would be some good actresses for Alpha? Man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one because any woman that can play, that hard, like she's got to be hard. She's got to be really, really scary and dark. Any of you guys who are out of the loop, this is one of our big upcoming comic book villains from the Walking Dead comic book series. Like Negan, like the Governor. Alpha's the one after that. She's leader of the Whisperers, and she is hardcore. She's definitely the toughest chick we've ever seen in The Walking Dead. She's pretty brutal. She's even more brutal than the Governor. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's brutal. So you need somebody who would be like cool with playing that really evil character. So I don't know, man. Sigourney Weaver, I don't know. I can't think of like any other. Who would be like a good female villain, like an actress that's played an extremely evil character? I don't know. Oh, that's tough. Write in the comments below with your guys' suggestions. I have to think about that one for a bit, but it is good. And we'll just do a couple more. Next one's from Brian Donovan. He says, Trev, what do you think of the mid-season finale of Ash vs. Evil Dead and The Last Man on Earth? Both pretty intense, right? Well, Ash vs. Evil Dead, it's not totally done yet. There's one more episode, and it is pretty intense. It's starts off with a lot more comedy. It gets a lot more darker. There's a lot more blood. There's a lot more gore. And there's character deaths and stuff, too, which is brutal. Talk about cleavage. Oh, my God. That's the worst line ever. If you guys haven't seen it, you'll have no idea what I'm just talking about. But that's okay. Check it out if you want to know. But aside from that, it's great. It's just, it's really, really dark and scary and crazy. More so than it should be for just a silly kind of series. It's because they do the gore so well. There's like blood everywhere in Ash vs. Evil Dead. Last Man on Earth is a lot of fun. Now, that's a comedy series that I do like a lot. It's really fun. And the mid-season finale was really funny, and we'll see if Phil will survive next half. I tend to think that he'll come back. He'll make it. So those are my thoughts on that. Both pretty intense? Yeah, they're both pretty intense. And the last one will be from Andrew Atkins. This Q&A question. Hey, Trev, a few questions. Do you think the season finale will be 90 minutes? Even though Negan will more than likely not be allowed to curse, do you think he will still be as funny as he was in the comics? Will Shiva die the same way in the TV show as in the comics? So that's the tiger. Yeah, the tiger eventually does die. You just spoiled it, Andrew. Damn it! I can't edit. I'm not going to edit now. I'm not going to do it. So I'm too lazy. It's like 5 a.m. I'm too lazy. Do you think the season finale will be 90 minutes? So I haven't heard anything yet, but that's a safe bet because season 5 was 90 minutes. We've had a few extended episodes And, you know, the season finale should be a huge, huge one. So I think that they should go for 90 minutes on it. But they've already done 2. So maybe if they've already done 2, they won't do any more. But I sure as hell hope that they do. And and then your other part is Negan. You said, even though Negan will more than likely not be allowed to curse, do you think he will still be as funny as in the comics? I don't think it's possible, but we'll see what Jeffrey Dean Morgan has for us. He should be awesome. And, you know, we'll see how good that real-life version is of Negan. He's got, you know, that's a comic book character that is hard to do. It's kind of like, you know, the Joker or somebody. Whenever you see someone, you know, a live-action actor interpret the Joker, that's a tough role. Negan is just like that. He's really tough role. But if they get the right person, and I think they may have, he looks exactly like him, and his personality seems just right. Jeffrey Dean Morgan should be good. It's kind of like Jack Nicholson playing the Joker, or Heath Ledger, who nobody thought was going to be good. I thought at first, like, Heath Ledger, the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You? He's going to play the Joker? What? You know, and then he just kills it. He just slays it. You know, it's awesome. So yeah, we'll have to give him a chance, man. We can't call it out first because you know, if you'd asked me if I'd had a YouTube channel when Ledger was cast as Joker, I wouldn't have been able to. I would have been pissed. I would have been like making videos talking about how bad it's going to be and all this stuff, and made an ass of myself. Which I've done a few times. You got to be willing to do that sometimes. It's just how it is. You can't escape embarrassment in life. And then yeah, the last part you asked about. Yeah, probably. I don't know how they're going to even interpret the tiger anyway. Like, how are they going to do a tiger? It's going to be tough, man. So unless they don't have her like kill zombies, because otherwise it's going to be nasty, or they use CG. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, you can thumb it up below. If not, go to hell. You can share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. Subscribe. Otherwise, well, nothing, but just subscribe. That's it for this video, guys. See you for the next one. As always, it's Trev saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.